Keigo was first aware of how stiff and sore he was. His body didn't want to move as he slowly came to. Was all that just a terrible dream? However, the instant he tried to move and felt the burns ache told him it wasn't a dream. Then perhaps he dreamed all that with the guy in the stars and the woman helping him. That much had to be a dream. He felt a gentle warmth on his face as he slowly woke up. Opening his eyes, he realized he wasn't in a hospital. There was a particular lack of mechanical beeps and the chemically clean smell of a hospital. As his eyes cleared and he was able to look around, he found he was in a cottage of sorts. The large windows let in the morning sunlight, and the tops of said windows held stained glass pictures of roses and winged insects. Nearby was a stone fireplace. Those weren't typically in Japan? Wait, where was he? He started to lift his head from the futon, hearing a grumpy cat grumble. He looked up and saw a black cat with bright green eyes looking back at him. He made a face and tried to sit up a little, hissing in pain as he used his arms to push himself up. A soft sound nearby made him look to his right, and he spotted the woman from last night sound asleep on the couch next to him. She had a blanket draped over her, her wrist covering her face as the sunlight streamed in. Nope, not a dream, he thought as he moved. Annoyed by his movements, the cat stretched before meowing loudly at him. Shh, Keigo answered, but it was too late. The woman jumped from her sleep as the cat meowed and looked over at Keigo.
Oh good, you're awake. How are you feeling?
Keigo watched her for a moment as she sleepily sat up. She was oddly calm for someone having the number 2 hero in her house. Been better, he admitted, his voice still feeling scratchy, but his lungs didn't hurt as badly. Thanks for the help, miss. What was your name?
I'm Emily Bridgestone. It's nice to meet you, Mr.
Shouldn't you know? She bit her lip and there it was. She did know him. So why was she lying about not knowing him? He raised an eyebrow at her as the cat jumped up on her lap. She petted the cat a moment before taking a slow breath.
The number 2 pro hero of Japan, the winged hero, Hawks.
So you do know me. Why ask for my name?
I thought it was the polite thing to do. But before we get to more questions, let's look at your burns. I should add more aloe to them.
Keigo groaned and laid down again, not looking forward to the treatment. So that's the stuff you used? He asked, listening as she moved to get up and go to the kitchen.
That and some lavender oil. Both are good for reducing burns.
Don't suppose you have painkillers, do you?
I do. Tylenol.
Just Tylenol? That's it?
Let's just say I'm hesitant to take painkillers. Not that I was ever addicted to any, I just don't want to run any risk.
Keigo would have said something, but the cold aloe's slimy feel made him wince. Oh god, ow.
I know, I'm sorry. Just breathe through it. The aloe should start working quickly. At least the burns have cooled down.
Keigo tried to remember to breathe through the pain, and slowly, its sting subsided. It was slow, but the aloe's coolness and the lavender scent slowly relaxed his tense muscles. So, is herbs your quirk?
No, I just knew people who taught me a lot about herbs and how to use them.
Keigo looked at her from the corner of his eye. So, what is your quirk? She bit her lip again. So that was her tell when she was trying to lie. Then again, her expression was a little different this time.
There's no such thing as quirks here.
Haha, yeah, sure. I'm guessing we're in a humorized territory.
No, I mean there are no quirks here.
Keigo looked at her again. This time, there was no biting her lip. Wait, was that the truth? No quirks? What are you getting at? She looked at him for a long moment, clearly trying to think of how to explain the situation. As she pondered, her eyes were flicking to his injuries. She didn't want him panicking and hurting himself. He pressed his lips together. I won't freak out, but I need to know what you're talking about. Emily took a slow breath as she finished rewrapping his burns and getting up again. He watched as she walked to a bookshelf and pulled out a manga.
What I'm getting at is that you're a lot farther from home than you think. In this world, you're a book character. An awesome one, don't get me wrong, but until today, I didn't think you were, well, real.
She offered Keigo the book and carefully held it in his hands. He looked at the manga, blinking as he looked at the anime version of himself, holding his primary feathers like a pair of katana and fighting a villain. He stared at the cover, feeling it was a little surreal. Then, the weight of what she said hit him like a ton of bricks. "I'm not in my world?" he asked.
You're not even in Japan right now. You're in the US, Colorado to be exact. On top of that, you're in the countryside in an area called Falcon. A bit fitting for you, I think, but yeah, you're a very long way from home, Hawks. Hey everyone, I want to thank you all for listening to Scarlet Feathers. As of posting this chapter, we've reached 100 subscribers. So be sure to keep an eye out for a special milestone story that will be coming out soon. If you enjoyed Scarlet Feathers, why not check out the other stories here on the channel? We're always experimenting with a new way to bring the stories to life. And remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss a new chapter of any story you enjoy. You can also support me on Ko-fi if you so choose, and even send a suggestion with a donation, or even get early access to upcoming chapters as any tier member. All links can be found in the description below. See you all next time.